Love, peace, light, and blessings. So, family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. My name is Jazz. If you're one of my A1, Day1 subscribers, shout out to you, spiritual gangsters, you original souls. This is going to be a collective energy update for the full moon in Scorpio. So we want to tap in, y'all. We want to see what's good, what's tea with this energetic shift that we are all encountering right now. I'm going to just keep it 100 with my soul family. I've been feeling super duper connected to the sacred feminine, to the divine mother, to Mother God itself, to that yin energy. And I definitely wanted to allow that to come into our reading today. So we will be using very maternal, very feminine specific decks to pull through our message. I don't know why I've been super duper connected to that matriarch like energy. I'm unsure. I'm really unsure, but I've definitely been feeling as though she's pulling on my heartstrings, to be quite honest and frank. The divine mother spirit of life, the divine maternal spirit of life has been softening me personally, and I definitely just feel like it's been forcing me to go into my heart center, into my heart chakra, into my emotional space. I definitely feel more feminine. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if anybody else can resonate with that energy, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and let that veneration come through in this beautiful reading that we getting ready to do today. Now, y'all know Jazz always has some type of download for the collective, so hear me out, right? Spirit told me with this scorpionic energy, now we dealing with a full moon. A full moon is all about releasing. A full moon is all about purging. And Scorpio energy is all about change and all about transformation. Scorpio energy is death. And I literally was asking the divine mother of life, what exactly does the collective need to completely change and transform within themselves individually and on a broader scale collectively? And I personally, it's a pet peeve of mine. So for it to come through in a requested channeling, I thought it was dope. So one thing that makes most people infatuated with the spiritual walk or the spiritual journey is the art or the act of manifestation, right? Everybody's so infatuated with the theory or the ideology that yes, God is within her, she shall not fail, and you know, the creator resides in its creation, right? So it gives you a sense of authority over your human experience, but I don't think that we understand that that sense of authority is to run a little bit deeper. Them waters are barely tapped into, is what Spirit says. And with this full moon in Scorpio, the change and the transformation is realizing that manifestation is a very small part of this walk or of this path or of this journey. Manifestation is actually a direct result of everything that you choose to do internally towards your spirit. And that's why it's called a spiritual journey, because we all individually have one unique energetic signature called your spirit or called your soul here. So I definitely feel like a lot of the collective is realizing that it's beautiful to gain that sense of authority over your human existence. It's beautiful to stop waiting on the main line or waiting for somebody to come save your ass, knowing that you got everything up in you that allows you to rescue your damn self, right? It's beautiful. But it's not about getting what you want off of a earthly perspective. It's about getting everything you deserve from a spiritual perspective. And we put it into a metaphysical perspective. God damn it, we deserve every motherfucking thing. It ain't a goddamn thing on this motherfucking earth. If he could do it, and if she could do it, that means you and I can motherfucking do it. All they did was show us that it's possible. You hear me? Because humanity is created equally. Manifestation is being changed and transformed as we know it. Manifestation itself is become a mockery because the spiritual journey, to me personally, is becoming so much less about spirit and so much more about physical, tangible, earthly like things. So it's no longer a spiritual journey that everybody is walking. Some people are only jumping onto the journey because what they used to do before just didn't work anymore. And now they are genuinely, wholeheartedly seeking, you know what I'm saying, a different route or a different path. But I don't feel like they are tapping into these specific routes and paths for all the right reasons. If anything, it's for all the wrong reasons. Some people come over to this journey and they begin to look for everything that they could not receive, or that they could not acquire through their previous walk or their previous belief system. And then they get upset when they don't get what they need from this particular journey, and then they find themselves moseying they way on back. These are them spiritual hip hoppers. You know what I'm saying? They got one foot in, one foot out. They don't know what the fuck they want to be. And it's because spirituality is not about manifestation. Spirituality is about spirit. That spirit that resides in each and every single last one of us, but the way that it looks within me is completely different from the way that it looks within you. So the things that you can learn from it through me is completely different from the things that I can learn through it from you. I hope I said that right. I hope I said that right, collective. Less about manifestation, less about physical things, more about getting in tune, more about going within, more about remembering who we are and what we came here to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what the walk and what the journey is supposed to at least all have in common. And yours might look different, and mine might look different too. But the one thing that we should at least all have in common is some type of internal work. And as a result of that internal work, the external begins to just fall into place. The external begins to mold and shape and bend. Your reality will literally bend throughout your spiritual journey as a direct result of what type of vibration that your internal work is now emanating, is now sending out as a frequency. So the universe calls your bluff every time. The universe will call bullshit here every time. And full moon in Scorpio is beginning to show us that the universe sees everything. It don't matter what type of facade that motherfuckers is out here walking. Your walk speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? The universe will always call your bluff. Always call your bluff. So the best thing to do is always focus on how the universe is capable of responding to us, because the universe don't give a fuck what it look like. The universe knows what it feel like. That's how the universe is resonating with our signatures. So we're failing to do the internal work that's required for the universe to even hear your cry, your plea, your prayer, your request. Without that internal work, you deaf down here. So the universe wanted me to remind us that manifestation is a direct result of the vibration that we choose to internally focus on, or choose not to internally focus on. Let's tap into the full moon in Scorpio, though. I don't know shit. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ascended masters. Mother God, Father God, I ask that you utilize me as a humble vessel. Fill me up with divine love, divine light, divine lessons, divine blessings, divine intuition, and divine guidance for myself and for the collective. I ask that you fill us up until we overflow, mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Ashe, ayi, bobo, amu. Let's tap in, y'all. We're going to begin with the brand new deck. It is called The Sacred Mothers and Goddesses, and this is by Claudia Olivos. Overall energy from our sacred mothers and goddesses. Full moon in Scorpio, spirit. What is the overall energy pertaining to this full moon in Scorpio? Thank you, spirit. We have Priestess of the triple moon. Priestess of the triple moon. When I look at her particular energy, it definitely looks like this energy is going to be felt throughout several moon cycles following this particular full moon, because it is a powerful shift that we will get ready to encounter. We're going to get her out the book. Priestess of the triple moon. I definitely feel this energy of everything in threes. Everything in threes. Everything is in threes for me, so that resonates. But however that resonates with you here, collective, some phases are going to come in 3 parts, 3 steps, 3 procedures. Everything is in threes right now. So you may be in the first process of this triangle. You may be in the second process of this triangle. But Spirit wants you to know that the finish line is once you get through that third process here. Sacred mothers and goddesses. All right now. We have Kuyin and Vesna. So it says ancestors and past lives. Well, Ashe, Aibobo, Amun. Let's get into it. Ancestors and past lives is definitely prevalent right now. I feel like a lot of people are beginning to awaken themselves here with the Vesna energy to things that they are extremely familiar with or accustomed to doing from previous lifetimes and from past lives. Vesna energy here says awakening and victory here, okay? So I definitely feel like there's certain pieces of information that are coming through the collective and it feels good. Spirit says it feels good. Makes you feel happy. Makes you feel real good here. Information that I feel like you've been waiting for, information that I feel like is brings some type of awareness or awakening here. It feels good. And it's something that I definitely feel like the ancestors are pulling through the spirit realm on our behalves here. This is definitely some type of deadline being met, or some type of time frame that the ancestors were orchestrating to work out on our behalves here. I definitely feel this energy of the collective has been waiting. Keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. The collective has been patiently awaiting for something. And it's coming in. It's coming through. Let's go ahead and get Priestess of the Triple Moon out. The book. Spirit. Priestess of the Triple Moon. So it says, you are ageless and timeless, a spirit in human form. You are a crescent, full, and waxing moon. Mother, maiden, and crone energy unlock mysteries and fuel manifestations. You are in perpetual motion, and yet you are a constant force of divine energy. Be open to learning from the three aspects of this priestess: mother, maiden, and crone. As you expand and evolve, you are protected, living a human experience on earth, separate from the ethers in many ways, yet perpetually connected. Your essence is divine and sacred, a unique and powerful independent force, and at the same time, you are part of it all. Your stories are ancient and eternal, past, present, and future. Be encouraged to take in the truth of the whole of who you are. Strive to embody the virtues, gifts, wisdom, and powers that reside within you. This is your sacred contract, to experience life in a way that causes you to evolve into your best self. Allow each experience to move you through all stages of the triple moon, waxing and waning and flowing. With each stage focused on gratitude, you are not alone. I love this energy. Didn't I say something comes in threes? Spirit wants us to experience that mother energy, that maiden energy, and that crone energy. All of them energies have one thing in common. These are feminine essences, but they are so different. That crone is wise, that mother is nurturing, but that maiden is, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is dope. Everything in threes. I feel like some of y'all are in y'all mother energy, where it is time to create. It is time to birth. It is time to be an empress, right? Some of y'all are in that maiden energy. I don't know what the fuck maiden energy is, and I ain't going to speak on it. But and some of y'all are in that crone energy, where it's like, it's a sacred feminine energy. It's a spiritual like energy. It's a high priestess like energy. But Spirit is saying, all my divine feminines is still my divine feminines. A lot of us walk a similar but different path, is what Spirit is saying. But yet, your path can teach me a little something about mine, and my path can teach you a little something about yours, right? How beautiful is it how a lot of the spirit realm works on our behalf like that. Another beautiful message that came out of the priestess of the triple moon was pretty much saying that what did it say, y'all? It said something about the difficulties of at the very end. It says here, allow each experience to move you through all stages of the triple moon. Focused on gratitude, because you are not alone. This is your sacred contract to experience life in a way that causes you to evolve into your best self. Can anybody sit here and say that y'all have experienced life in a way that ain't nobody else experienced it, but in that particular way was possibly and probably the only way that would allow you to experience and cultivate your best self through those particular experiences that you know goddamn well would have broke and made another nigga fold because they not built for tough or as tough for those strongest soldiers type of dealings. You know what I'm saying? We really came to this earth school, to this earthly experience to have it all. I know I'm 26, but if God wanted me to come back right now, I got stories for them angels, and it ain't one-sided. I got stories for my ancestors here, and it ain't one-sided. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you all about Earth, the good, the bad, the sad, and the ugly. A lot of us with this full moon in Scorpio is beginning to change and transform our perspective about what we genuinely contracted to come here and experience. Because from the days we came out the wombs of our mothers, nobody prepared us for the sad and the ugly. Everybody prepared us for the good. You know what I'm saying? And possibly a little bit of bad. But ain't nobody really tell us that that's what the fuck we came here to do. We literally set up our spiritual contracts to make sure that we would form ourselves individually, uniquely, into our best versions. And that requires a little bit of pressure to create that diamond sometimes, Spirit says. But when ain't nobody telling you that life is supposed to apply pressure, that's when you start to realize the majority of the population falling into something called depression. Because depression is a mental disorder. Meaning mentally we were never prepared to acknowledge these lows that come with this life. You know what I'm saying? And what we'll do when we are experiencing what we seen or what we deem to be the blessing, we will think that God is celebrating us. And when we go through the mountain and through the valley and we get into the blessing, we would think that God is punishing us. And how fair is that to the divine balance of the divine spirit of life? That we favor one and we shun the other. When it's all a part of creation, when it's all a part of a plan. I don't know shit. Let's tap in. We're going to use the goddesses and the sirens. I told y'all I feel really connected to this maternal energy. So we're going to rock with it. Oh, snap. Is that Vesna? She came out twice? Well, I cut the deck. Was that Fu Yin too? No. I don't know. I'm tripping, y'all. I don't know. Let's see. Goddesses and sirens. Let's get another energy for this full moon in Scorpio. Spill your tea for me, baby. Goddesses and sirens. What y'all got to say for the full moon in Scorpio? We have Gaia, creation. I love it. What's up, Gaia? Introduce your shit. I really love it. So Mother Earth is here. She's a part of this change and this transformation. She said get with the program. You know what I'm saying? It's the age of motherfucking Aquarius. She's up in the amp on our ass. And if y'all ever wondered what these ages of zodiacs are, these are Earth years. She has birthdays too. She ages just like us. You know what I'm saying? So the age of Aquarius was her leveling up spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally as well. So Gaia is here pretty much saying that everything created by creation needs to get with this program. So she's with this program. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like the earth plane itself is being recalibrated to make sure that with all of the additional pollutions and toxins that we putting into our godlike vessels here, our tabernacles, you got vaccines. I know I don't want to speak on it because I pick my poison. They say don't talk about too much controversial shit. Religion, politics, and I forget the third one. I picked my poison. It's religion. I don't really want to talk about this vaccine shit because y'all already know I'm going to be very blunt about it, and I don't want to be offensive towards anybody's particular belief system. But she got to recalibrate for medicinal purposes here is what I feel, because creation has been tampered with on a DNA level to the point of no fucking return. And that's why you see a mass awakening of herbalists and nutritionists and holistic medicines and ancient medicines coming into the play, because that is the only way that we will probably be able to save our existence as we know it going forward. A lot of this shit that we are foreignly putting into our bodies, and that's food being one, but then you got medication being another. There's a huge recalibration, change, and transformation happening internally. within everybody's cells, because we're just cells within this planetary body of Gaia. Gaia is just a cell within the planetary body of our universe, the Milky Way. Our Milky Way is just a cell within the planetary body of the Omniverse, and that big ass Omniverse is a cell within the huge ass multiverse. Okay, we small as shit, but we're undergoing a domino effect of a recalibration, is what I feel here, collective. It has a lot to do with the slow down, baby. Let me get it. It's just coming through, y'all. It has a lot to fucking do with the vaccinations that have been implemented. It has a lot to do with the majority of women, from the time that they become childbearing age and begin a menstrual cycle, is forced to be put on birth control, which completely stops the reproductive system of the uterus itself and causes all of these feminine reproductive issues that we are damn near 50 to 60% diagnosed with every single day. It's all of these foreign medications that once you take this, and then now you got to get prescribed that, and before you blink your motherfucking eyes, you done shorten your life expectancy, because now you are living a codependent life upon westernized medicine. It has a lot to do with the antibiotics that they're putting inside of the chicken and inside of the steaks and inside of all of the shit that we buying from the grocery stores, and then we're wondering why we're creating superbugs within our DNA, because yes, you may not be getting your antibiotics from your OBGYN, sis, but guess where you're getting them from? You're getting them from your meat. You're getting them from your dairy products, because they're injecting these particular animals that we're consuming on a regular basis with all of the shit that even when we consciously wake up to it, we don't even realize that is the secondary way of consumption. So now you're wondering why your pH balances is fucked up, and you're wondering why you can't keep a healthy flora. You're wondering why you got thrush on the tongue. You're wondering why the body is requiring a massive recalibration, because the enemy has found multiple ways to fuck with the temple, to fuck with the vessel. This is the only thing that we have to house our God, our creation, our creator. These meat suits. In every which way, the enemy has found a way to dive into that DNA. Because all life stems from the primordial waters. So that blood that runs through your veins here, I don't think y'all hear me, collective. That blood that runs through y'all veins, sometimes we don't even realize how powerful and how strong that it genuinely is. I feel like there has been a collective agenda to continuously calcify the pineal glands, to continuously tamper with God's tabernacles, which is the human vessel, to continuously fuck with creations. And here come the ancestors from the past lives, making us remember and get back to our ways where we didn't need all of this additional extra. There is a perfect plan orchestrated over all of our lives, is what I feel here. A remembrance of that is what I feel here for the full moon in Scorpio, for the simple fact that God sent us here knowing that there was cancers and murders and rapes and racism and injustice, and we still agreed to come here because there's a perfect fucking plan. Meaning that before all of that shit existed, when we came here, there was still a perfect fucking plan. This earth will literally produce everything that we need to sustain and to be healthy and to live and to thrive. You hear me? But here it is that we barely, till this day, in this modern day and age, we rarely and barely depend on the earth to serve our highest good and to serve our genuine needs. You have the westernized diet that is predominantly protein and carbohydrates. Where's our fiber when human beings are predominantly fruitarians? Everything is requiring a huge, massive recalibration. Gaia's recalibrating for our vessels to recalibrate. Our ancestors is recalibrating to give us the downloads that we need to get with this motherfucking program, y'all. We got to get back to some of these ancient ways. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about evolution. I know that times is changing. I know that we got to continuously go with the flow and roll with these punches. But it's a lot of shit that they used to do. And you can't, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, goddammit. That's all I'm saying. A lot of shit that these ancestors used to do, honey. And if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And humanity went and tried to begin to fix a lot of shit that wasn't broken. And that's why we are breaking creation as we know it. From the inside out. From within ourselves, and it's emanating right out into the world. Them ancestors is coming through this reading trying to remind us that it's time to kind of go back to some of our old ways. Keyword is some. Because I'm all for evolution, but if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Priestess of the triple moon. Priestess of the triple moon. Recalibration. Recalibration is what I keep hearing. Recalibration. How can you assist with this recalibration? Could you switch up your diet a little bit? Could we be a little more earth and energy efficient here, collective? I don't fucking know. Whatever you feel like you can do to get with this program or to play your particular part is what I feel, honestly and genuinely speaking. Everybody's recalibration might look a little different. But I do feel like the collective is undergoing a recalibration where the old just don't feel right no more. And it's time to invite some newness in because you're genuinely looking for a change with this full moon in Scorpio. And it's going to require some things to shift and to change and to let up. You know what I'm saying? So we have the house here with the priestess of the triple moon. I feel like a lot of people in the collective are moving, relocating right now. Clarify this Yin energy. A lot of people are moving and relocating right now. That is a big change and transformation happening in a lot of people's lives right now. This house energy is definitely telling me that spirit is trying to cleanse your space. All right, I see beautiful energy coming from this new space. Look how beautiful this house is. If you are in the process of moving, best believe that where you are transitioning to is going to better fit your needs. It's going to better assist your wants. And I definitely feel like you will overall be happier with where you are relocating to in this now moment. I see the collective, like a lot of people right now, relocating. I see a lot of people looking for these locations or for these spaces that genuinely give them everything that they are looking for. So I do see a lot of real estate agents and a lot of tenants and a lot of people buying and renting. But I feel this energy of your old space not being suitable or working for you, or you not genuinely being happy in your old space. And here it is, spirit is getting ready to deliver you or put you into alignment with a new space that is going to give you what it is that you need, or what it is that you seek, you know what I'm saying, in regards to your goals. Whether it be the area you was living in is just not suitable, whether it be the space that you was living in is just not suitable, the size that you were previously living in just not being suitable. I don't know, but a lot of people are moving right now, relocating right now, potentially in state or out of state, potentially in country or out of country. I just salute these transitions and these changes, and I think that these changes are necessary as far as where you lay your head, because that's your sanctuary, that's your peace of mind. And I feel like with this new place, this new house or this new apartment, you're gonna find a totally different peace of mind. Clarifying this Yin ancestors and past lives energy, we have, hell, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Is that lightning? Is that clouds? Is that a storm? I don't know. I really don't. It's clouds. It says, I am dark on one side and light on the other. Conflicts and doubts I am sure to bring. You will not be able to see clearly. I will block your perception and let confusion reign. One thing I promise for sure is that I will pass, because the sun always shines after the storm has passed. So when I see this clarifying the ancestors energy, y'all know when the ancestors drag you through the mud and you be like, what I do? And then you get to the other side and I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. You have no idea why we go through some of the growing pains that we go through. But in that spiritual realm, y'all, they can see the light and the dark. They can see what gets you to where you need to be, what gets you back to neutrality here. The ancestors have a better view over our earthly experiences than we do sometimes, because they looking at it from this bird's eye view. They can see when we walking ourselves through the dark valley, and they can see when we bringing ourselves back to the light. So spirit is pretty much saying here, if you find yourself going through something where you cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel, you have to ultimately know that there are higher beings and unseen energies that have your best interest at heart and can see exactly what it is that you cannot. And you have to rely on that understanding that you have these assigned spiritual guides, ancestors, angels, or whatever the case may be, that have you in those situations. You got to lean on that with a lot of faith. You know what I'm saying? Because that gets you through. try that Vestment energy. Why is the Vestment here? It says awakening and victory. Why is the Vestment here? We have the Mouse. I feel like this is some type of victory over your enemies. Because the Mouse is sneaky. The Mouse is just a straight up, I mean, let's see what Lenormand got to say. Because I feel like the Mouse is sneaky. The Mouse is somebody you can't really trust. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of y'all is getting ready to have a victory over your enemies. Some of y'all getting ready to have that energy where your table getting ready to be prepared. And they got to watch you chow the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all about to be eating steak and lobster while the motherfuckers is eating ramen right in front of you. So they get to watch you come up. These mice, these shady, shisty ass people, these two-faced ass people, these people, they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Them backstabbers. They smile in your face. Come on, collective. Y'all know who we talk about. All the time they want to take your place. Them backstabbers, them rats, alright? But let's see what Lenormand has to say, because that's how Jazz interpreted it. I feel like it's some rats that's getting ready to watch you win. All the motherfuckers that talk down on your come up, all the motherfuckers that wish you wrong versus well, all them people that definitely did not believe in you when you needed motherfuckers to give you some sort of validation is what I feel here. When you was going through some type of awakening to your purpose or to your passions or to your gifts is what I feel here, collective. It's going to be some of them haters that got to sit there and choke, bitch. It's some of them haters that's going to have to sit there and be like, I was wrong. I should have, could have, would have. You're not on the winning team. You know? It's going to be some of them rats. But like I said, let's see. Because I don't know shit, remember? What Lenormand got to say? What he think of these mice? What's his perspective? So it says, you don't want me in your house. You don't want me in your blouse. I bring loss. I bring theft with destruction and decay. I am your stress and anxiety. I am the worry in society. I am your nuisance. I am your pest. I bring sickness in your nest. I told you, they smile in your face. The motherfuckers came through our reading. So full moon in Scorpio says, change and transform them backstabbers. Let they ass go lay where they may. Let the low vibrational energies attract what they need to attract. And I promise you, it's like a moth to a flame. Even if they know they can't fly that high, they'll die attempting to ride your motherfucking wave. I promise you here, collective. I promise you here. So when the table gets prepared, make sure you set aside their plate. Your victory should be celebrated by them all. The ones who send you love and the ones who send you hate. Because as an alchemist, y'all, we had a reading not too far back. The alchemist. As an alchemist, I takes it all. What are you giving? We takes it all over here. I'll take a little bit of your positivity. And I'll take all that negativity. Because you ain't never met an alchemist like this. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to these shisty, shady ass, red ass bitches or niggas, you hear me, collective, however you resonate with that, them people that you know smile in your face and the whole time they want your spot. They want what you got. They ain't genuinely happy for you. It be fake love. Alright? Yeah. Make sure that when you celebrate, you invite them to the party. Is what Spirit is saying. Judas ate too. Shit. I'm just saying. Judas ate too. If you ever thought. You don't want to shit on your enemies. You want to show them the way. Okay? No man left behind. You never really want to shit on your enemies. Your success alone is what shits on them. So if you go out your way to shit on your enemies, you ain't really winning in life. I'm sorry. Your focus is elsewhere. It ain't on your successes. If you going out your way to shit on your enemies or to show your enemies that you shitting on them, no. Your success alone shits on your enemies. Judas ate too. The whole purpose of them watching you be victorious is so that they can know that there is a possibility for them damn selves. If they walk that walk and talk that talk, you are literally living, breathing proof that they can do it too. That's why Judas ate too. Clarify, Gaia. Why is Gaia here? I don't know shit, y'all. I'm just a high priestess. I'm just a high priestess. I don't know nothing. Clarify, Gaia. They smile in your face. All the time they wanna take your place. Gaia. It's so many messages coming through, but I don't even want to take it this spirit. They deserve less energy. We gave them enough. We gave them enough. Gaia says, the well. She wants us to dig deep for something here. It says creation. I do feel like the collective is finding different things that they maybe was creative about in childhood, and then you kind of lost that creative spark, and here it is. Something is resurfacing, or something. You bringing something up to the surface deep down within you is what I feel here, collective, and it's in regards to your creation, okay? I definitely feel like here for all my herbalists, for all of my bitches witches, to all my witches, if you find yourself going deep into your past life, going deep into your Akashic records, going deep with your ancestors to find new medicinal remedies, to find new ways to heal yourself through the remedied usage of Gaia, of earth, that element, go for it. Or water here with the well as well. But I definitely feel like here it's time to go deep, collective, deeper than we've ever went in regards to our changes, in regards to our transformations. It's time to go there. Definitely go there with ourselves. Sorry, I'm unprepared. That's so not like me. I've been so unprepared lately. Give me a second, y'all. What we closing with? Try and look and see what deck y'all want to use. What we closing with? Why that mess? Why is that song in my head? They smile in your face. Them bitches watch you 24/7 and then talk they shit. Fuck out of here. All the time they want to take your place. Them bitches stalk your ass and then find their ass talking shit. Them niggas too. However this resonates. Y'all got some rats in y'all circle here, collective. Spirit says clean them up. Call the exterminate on that ass. All right, we ain't used her in a minute. We gonna use the Saucy Oracle. It's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been a good little minute. I ain't used the Saucy Oracle. I'm so tempted to name that reading this, but not gonna do it. I'm gonna name it Recalibration. I feel like that was the overall message and energy for the collective. Recalibrate your temple. They say cleanliness is next to godliness. How are you taking care of the temple that God is supposed to be residing in? And then once you ask yourself that, how do you expect God to come through that house? However you answered, you know what I'm saying? Now you can ask yourself, can I really expect God to come pay me a visit up in this? Come on. We got to keep it 100 with ourselves. We really do, y'all. We really do. Closing message for the full moon in Scorpio, please, Spirit. What is our closing energy for the full moon in Scorpio, Spirit? Drink your water. Mind your business. I don't know why that just came through. Somebody, as I said, what's our closing message? Somebody asked themselves a question, and my ancestor said, Jazz, just tell them, drink your water and mind your business. That's it. It could all be so simple. Drink your water and mind your business. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we have earthed. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Come on. Come on now. Gaia came out And then now we have Earth that came out, honey. And it says, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. How many of us are in this world, but we know goddamn well this ain't our world? And you feel that this ain't your world? And you either go above and beyond to become a part of the world and fit in, or you go above and beyond to separate yourself from the world altogether, or you become the very select few 1% that finds that beautiful blend of both. Learning how to be human. Humans are perfectly imperfect. Learning how to be in the world but not of it. This is my message, y'all. When I say I'm struggling, I told y'all I want to get a breast augmentation so bad. I'm justifying myself by saying, oh, I'm not going to get implants. I'm going to get fat transferred. It's going to be my fat transfer. I'm going through it because I'm looking at the worldly woman's body. And I like what I see. I admire women who are built. I love women personally. I like what I see. And a piece of me feels like I'm supposed to see that on me. And I'm fighting that. I'm fighting it daily. I'm fighting it where it's like, nah, sis. What you supposed to see is what God created. Ain't no need to change what he already put his paintbrush on, right? But then I fight being in the world but not of it. Because while I'm living in this motherfucker, while I'm walking this earthly journey, while I'm living out this lifetime, I feel like that might give me more comfort in a sense. I feel like that may potentially boost the self-esteem for whatever odd reason. And y'all know I walk this earthly plane with a lot of goddamn confidence. I built that shit up within myself, but then there's still that piece of me that may be of this world and in it because of that decision. So I think Spirit wants us to just highlight certain things that are you in the world but not of it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be here. I want to enjoy everything that Earth has to offer because as energetic signatures coming to live out this experience, we deserve it. We damn sure do. Damn it, before I leave this Earth, I want me and my children, whenever they come into this plane of existence, to see this whole globe. I don't want to say I came to Earth and I didn't see all of her. That's a goal of mine, a dying wish of mine. I want to see this whole globe, every continent, you know? So I want to be in this world and I want to experience everything that this world has to offer, but I don't want to be of it. I don't want this world to change who I came here as. And that begins through childhood, y'all. We begin to get changed and transformed like the full moon in Scorpio from childhood. And that's why you'll find that innocence within a child being so powerful where they can go in a corner and they can talk to their ancestors, their spirit guides, where their veil has not been fogged up or completely put in place yet. The world begins to taint our perspective of who we came here to be in this world as. And when that happens, we start to become of this world. We start to conform our energetic signature's uniqueness to be accepted or to somehow fit in more. But what that uniqueness do is what Spirit says. Learning how to be human is learning how God's love language emanates through you. Because it's different than the way that it emanates through me. Or through them. Even identical twins don't have the same fingerprint. Because we're all being used humbly differently. Let's get this out the book. It says Earth. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embodied their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend toward immanence have attached themselves more to earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience, means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence, being in the world but not of it. Most starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels in the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth. How many of us need that reminder sometimes? I'm just saying, all right? I'm just saying. It says you're being called, it says, if this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth, and you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer. So I just heard E.T. phone home. Some of y'all be floating so heavenly that you become less earthly good, is what Gaia said. I ain't say it. Don't shoot the messenger. Gaia said it. Gaia pulled me and said, some of y'all be floating so heavenward that y'all be no earthly good. You got to find that beautiful balance, especially myself. Like you said, sometimes that feels like home. Sometimes, especially as a divine feminine, such a sacred creature, we are more comfortable in the ethers or in the spirit realm. But at the end of the day, when you have spiritually contracted to this human experience, it's because this human experience requires something from your spirit. I send y'all love, peace, light, and blessings. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, all my information is down low in the description box below. If you would like to check out the spiritual shop, we do have self-love candles in stock. We also have our I Shade It Away candles in stock. We do have, somebody sent me an email. Look. I'm making InnerG candles, all right? They're about to be ready. I like when y'all stay on my ass, though. I really do. I'm talking shit. I told y'all I just have to take pictures of Namaste. But Namaste is TTG. She ready, set to go. I'm about to trim them wicks and clean them up for y'all. And then I'm going to take pictures and post the 8-ounce Namastes. No more 4-ounce Namastes. I'm actually going to discontinue that, y'all. So Namaste will be sold in 8-ounce. The only 4-ounce will be our I Shade Away candles, okay? So I definitely send y'all love, peace, light, and blessings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, y'all. Mwah, mwah.